This is CJ Standel, creator of Rebirth of the Gangster, and you're listening to This Freakin' Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of This Freakin' Show, the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. I am Travesty, and by my side this evening, as always, Awkward Colin!
And Geekcast Joe.
And this episode of This Freakin' Show is brought to you by Firepit Bar and Grill, Peotone, Illinois. If you're looking for a down-home country restaurant that offers you a burger and a beer for just $7.99 every Monday and Wednesday, then you must stop down at Firepit Bar and Grill, Peotone. You can find them on Facebook at Firepit Bar or go to their website, firepitbar.com.
This Freakin' Show is also brought to you by wearedapperties.com. If you want a high-quality tie for a low-quality price, check out wearedapperties.com, where you can pick up a high-quality knit tie for just $15. And if you use the special discount code Freakin', that's Freakin, you'll get free shipping on your order. Check these guys out. Go to wearedapperties.com today.
Good.
This week is the season finale of season 2 of This Freaking Show.
It's been a wild year.
It's been one crazy year. A lot of roller coasters, both in the world itself, in America, and here on the podcast.
Indeed.
Right? I mean, we had a 100th episode this season, which is amazing.
Yes.
And we had a lot of good guests.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
And for some reason, I feel like I'm talking into my microphone like I'm on like a 3 a.m. radio show.
Nice.
I don't know why.
That's awesome.
Anyway.
I moved to like 2,000 miles round trip this year.
You did?
Yeah, it's true.
How was that?
I mean, it was fine. I'm glad to be back in the land where internet works.
That's wonderful.
So it's nice that I no longer have to pay Microsoft for the privilege of having them use a landline phone to call me so I can podcast.
Marvelous. Oh, you kidder. I seriously feel if I talk any louder than this, it might be too loud.
I couldn't tell you. You sound fine. You sound like
Do
you're
I?
on NPR.
Wonderful. Colin, how are you?
I'm good. Could be a lot better.
Does my creepy voice make it worse?
No, my shit fucking computers makes it worse.
Yeah, I can't talk like that anymore. It's too weird.
Yeah, you sound fine like this too.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so this is the season finale of This Freaking Show, which is absolutely awesome because it just means that we spent the last 52 weeks with each other yet again, making this the 104th episode of this podcast.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited about it. And what's also weird is when I thought about what this episode meant was, we did hit our 100th episode, and I thought for some odd reason, like, we were so far behind like other podcasts and everything that I listened to, but really, like, when you look at Geek Dig, they're only on 160. So I mean, they're not that far ahead of us, right? And I'm not trying to make it a competition or anything, but it's just weird to think about how like we came from episode 1 to episode 104 in what felt like a very quick time.
That's
I
true.
agree.
That's true.
Yeah, it was also kind of weird because, like I mentioned to you guys, like I kind of went back and I looked at all the guests that we've had, not even from like this season, but since like the very beginning. And there was one episode I was listening to. It actually, it was the very first episode that we had a guest on.
No kidding.
So yeah, and I mean, you guys remember GCR? Well, Joey, you see GCR every week
I do.
via Geekcast Live.
I do. Oh my gosh, I'm just now remembering that episode.
It was a weird episode because when I listened to it, it sounded like I was completely bored with myself on it. Because I had like that normal, like, and normally, like, when I do the intros, I try to be like exciting and like enthusiastic. But on this one, I was like, okay, everyone, we are back with another episode of This Freaking Show, the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. I'm your host, Travis, and with me this evening, And then Colin went, Awkward Colin. And then, and Geek Ass Joe. Even your enthusiasm couldn't bring it back. It was crazy. It was so but it was nuts. And like what was even crazier about it is like when I went back and listened to the very first episode, I screwed up the whole intro. This freaking show, the weekly podcast, a little bit of something, a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
I screwed up the little bit of something, a whole lot of nothing part. It was goofy.
Huh.
Yeah. I think I said it like ass backwards, but it was fucking goofy to think about it. But yeah, I mean, like, just think about all these like guests and stuff we had on. It was amazing, but it was also amazing. It was a lot of guests we had on first season. We never got back on the second season like we wanted to. So I want to change that. And what we're going to do, and what we're going to do as a team here in this freaking show is I want to say thank you to all the guests that we've had over the last 104 episodes. Who is fapping to this idea? Because
I was snapping. Sorry.
Yeah,
It sounded really weird.
It's like quietly applauding. Only I guess it sounds inappropriate when put through a microphone.
Yeah.
My bad.
It wasn't really applauding. That was shamelessly touching yourself. Sound.
My bad, listeners. I'm just excited that we had guests.
Yeah, I mean it's an amazing thing because like I went through and I found all the episodes all the guests were on, and what we're going to do on our Facebook page, this freaking show, starting Monday, going till the Saturday this show gets released. We are what's Monday, the 19th?
Yes.
20th.
Today's the 19th.
Sorry.
So. From November 20th up until November 26th. Is that a Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. So from 20th, 20th, 26th, four guests every day are going to be recognized and have a shout out to them. And I figured it's one of the smallest things that we could do to show our appreciation to the people who have took the time out to be on our show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the best way to do it is I'm just going to do it in order from when they were on. So the very first person we're going to give a shout out to on Facebook is going to be GCR.
Nice.
I'm super excited for it. And then anybody who's listening, if you always wondered, like which episode your favorite guest was on, I'm going to mention it in the shout out which shows they were on, which brings me to another thing that I found interesting. Do you guys know who the most common guest was on our show?
CJ Standel.
No.
Wow. Okay. I have
Clint.
no idea.
Clint.
Oh, that makes sense.
Clint has been our show 6 times.
Wow.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. CJ's only been on 5.
Huh.
Yeah. So you were close, Joe.
Second place.
You are.
His first loser.
But yeah, no. I mean, Clint has made an appearance on our show 6 times. The first time was in season 1, episode 35, and obviously the most recent was season 2, episode 48, was the 100th episode.
Nice.
Yeah. Just for the hell of it, do you guys know who the third most guest was?
Either it's got to be. I want to say Fear.
Yeah.
You're half right because it's actually a tie with Fear and one other person. It's only been so Fear and this other person has been on 3 times.
Fear and Graham?
No, unfortunately, Graham's only been on 2 Hilton. So very close with the zombies.
Oh, Hilton. Okay.
Yeah, Hilton's been on 3 times.
So I was thinking Super Casey, but she's only been on twice, right?
Yeah, she was supposed to be on the 3rd time for the 100th episode, but unfortunately she wasn't able to make it because she was traveling home from a convention. She stays amazingly busy.
Oh, yeah, you gotta.
I know, right? Yeah. I want to know more about the person behind Super Casey because, I mean, like, does somebody like Super Casey, like, have a full-time job?
I don't know.
I mean, I would love to do what these guys do, but I'm wondering, like, are these their actual jobs, or, I mean, is there like a Casey the employee?
I don't. I I'm interested to find out, to be honest.
I know, right? There's an intriguing
Financial advisor for Edward Jones.
Did you just read that off of her Facebook, or?
No, I just
Okay. Just checking.
We need to have a segment soon called "The Real Life of Our Guest," and then just completely destroy their characters.
Right.
Like, yeah, I get that. I get to your super Casey, but I also hear you test chemicals on mice. She doesn't do that. Just a joke. But yeah, no, it's just amazing. When I went through, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the list of all the guests that we have listed on our website, thisfreakinshow.com, and also just going through all the shows we had and listening to some of the segments and stuff that we had with our guests and thinking there's no other possible way to meet people like this other than doing what we're doing now. And it's just intriguing to me, and how happy it's made me to sit here and look at all these comic book creators and movie creators and web series creators and other podcasters and stuff that we've had the opportunity to meet.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we've had some really tremendous guests this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even the ones who aren't new.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, I love having repeat guests because I love to see. I mean, CJ's the perfect example. Like CJ comes on and we talk about his comic book and the release of new they're not, are they editions or series or volumes? What are they called? Installments?
Issues.
Issues.
Right.
Okay. I mean, when you sit there, if you listen to episode 27 of season 1, you're at the very beginning of his comic, and then you go to season 1, episode 36, and then episode 50. And then you go to season 2 for episode 29 into episode 36. I mean, you could follow the evolution and the process of his entire comic series just by listening to our podcast.
That's true.
I mean, it's just an amazing thing. I mean, because we did that for him, but at the same time, he did that for us.
Right.
Because I'll never take away anything anyone does for us personally. One guest that it bothers me that I cannot get in touch with them is the You Again series.
Yeah. What's going on with those guys, I wonder?
I have no idea. When I went through and I was looking at the list of all the people we had on, I went to their website, tried to find stuff new and all this other stuff. And, people kind of keep updated, with their Kickstarters and people are releasing, merchandise and new comics and, all this other stuff. You Again I don't see anything with them. Right. I mean, the last thing I saw that they posted, I think it was on Twitter, was in January, and it was something political. But that was it. I haven't seen any new web series or anything. I messaged them, and they're not responding. So I don't know if I'm supposed to look at this as if it's a bad breakup and I'm not taking it right, or right. I mean, it just baffles me because it's becoming kind of it's not so much a mission, but a mission to figure out where they are and why aren't they on our show again? Because I thought they liked us. I mean, I thought it went well.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
It's like avoiding a phone call after the first date.
I haven't seen anything new on their page.
No, and I try to keep current and update on everybody, and I'll go to their website every month or so, and we tell them after every time we talk to them, send us your information, and we'll plug the shit out of it.
That's true.
And just some people take advantage of that, some people don't, and I totally get it. It's the creators of the We Make Movies. They contacted us last week and let us know that they created a new short film that you can find on YouTube.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll link that into the show notes below because they asked us to check it out, and I'm excited to check it out because I saw We Make Movies, and it was awesome. I had a lot of fun seeing it, and a lot of fun talking to those guys.
I would check it out right now on my computer, but I'm afraid if I move, everything's gonna blow up.
That's right. That's right. You're definitely having computer troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the bright side, though, this week will probably be the perfect week to want to replace it because of Black Friday shopping.
I am not replacing my computer.
But what if you can't get it fixed?
We'll get it fixed.
That's true. You're
We're just
right.
gonna wipe the shit.
Good analogy. What about you guys? Do you guys remember? I mean, there's any good moment you guys remember from a guest that kind of sticks out?
Oh man, I think all the guests that we've had have been phenomenal. It's so interesting to listen to other people that like do stuff and create things.
Absolutely. I've been a big fan of all the comic book creators we've gotten. Especially when we got the guy, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the one who did anime or manga, excuse me.
Jordan.
Jordan, yeah, he was
Jordan.
fantastic, and it was cool to get some insight into that community. You know,
Yeah,
not something I'm used to hearing about.
it's very true.
Yeah, and that was a cool thing. Like when we were talking to Jordan, because I like even with me who doesn't have like the whole like comic book like knowledge down yet. It is awesome to kind of see how manga, or however you pronounce it, is in reference to like other comic books that I see more than we, more like we do now, I guess, with the way CJ does it and Bobby Sally does it, Brian Lau. Like, I mean, like they have like, I guess I would, in my perspective, I call it more Americanized comics, to where we're able to meet Jordan, who does it in a more, I guess, is it Chinese, Japanese way, and it was cool. It was nice talking to him.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, one of the more fun, and like Colin said, I mean, all our guests were great, but one of the more enjoyable guests that we had on was from Infinite Monkeys.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Right, I mean, because I mean, like we spent so much time talking about like the board games and everything that we actually had to merge that into 2 shows.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great for me, and it's unfortunate that even after our conversation, I still have yet to get involved in that world yet.
That's true.
Yeah, got to change that. I mean, I want to get them back on.
You know what? I may message them while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, make a note, send a message, let them know that we definitely want them to come back on. Oh yeah, and I guess why Joey does that, I kind of let you guys know. Being that this is the week of Thanksgiving, and we're getting closer to the end of the year, we've come to some agreement on some choices that we have to make perceiving the rest of this year. So this show gets released. This is a Saturday after Thanksgiving. This will be our last show until the week before Christmas. Yeah. So we're gonna take some time to get ready for the season premiere. Which I want to do the season premiere that's not the Christmas special. So maybe the Christmas special should just be like a bonus episode, we'll call it. But we want to get a bunch of shit together for the season premiere. Joey's doing college things. Colin does whatever he does when he's not wearing a shirt. Try not to ask too many questions.
I am talking with my squirrel friends. We are talking about getting a gathering together.
A gathering of squirrels.
Hail the talking walnut.
Excellent.
That sounds nutty.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be the last episode of this freaking show you guys get until Christmas time, and then when Christmas comes out, we're gonna do a Christmas episode. That'll be fun, and then we'll move into the season premiere after the holidays. So just so you guys understand that, like, if you don't see us post for a while, it's not because we died, not physically, but socially.
Right.
We'll be back.
We're looking at beginning of the new year. Season 3.
Yeah, I think that'll work out.
Yeah.
I think it'd be better to have a better structure onto what we need to do as far as, this whole like season thing.
Also, listeners, that means that you have an extra month basically to If you want to be the person who writes our new theme song or who designs our new logo, get it to us. You got a month.
Yeah, and that is something that I'm really excited and I was looking into doing because, I mean, season 3 is going to be a new chapter, and every new chapter needs a new chapter.
Chapter heading.
Chapter stuff. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, the analogy didn't work there, But anyways, with season 3 coming around, we wanna change things. We want to spice things up, and I think the best way to do that is to have a new logo and possibly a new theme song. And the theme song we have currently isn't horrible. I love the theme song we've had because obviously we've played it for 104 episodes. Obviously, it made us very happy to have it, and not only that, because it was created by a local band from the area
and guests that we've had on the show.
We did. When we had him on the show back in season 1 on episode 6, the second guest that we had ever on our show. Then they're known as Entropy. Now they're known as Johnny Tryhard. They created the logo for us, or the theme song for us, and I enjoyed the fact that they did that. It was awesome to have a theme song that was your own. It's unique. It wasn't like a royalty-free song you had to grab because you didn't want to spend the money to get a real theme song. So, or a real song to use as a theme song. So it was awesome that they did that for us. And I'm not going to say we'll never use it again, but for the time being, it's something I do want to change and, try something new. And we'll keep that reminder and stuff posted on Facebook, and I'll throw it on Twitter and stuff like that because I want you guys to get involved in it. Because we had the contest the first season we had it here, and we got a lot of entrants for the logo thing. So hopefully we can't do that again. And if Noah's listening to this, no, the logo is not going to be me like you tried to do last year. So not going to happen. Move on from that. Yeah. So, but no, I'm excited to do that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a nice way to get the fans involved, and we got to figure out the music thing. I have an alternative idea to if nobody wants to, if we can't get someone to submit a song or something like that, then I have an alternative idea and we could dig into that later. And I don't know. I'm just really excited to know that we spent another year together.
Definitely.
Heartwarming is what it is.
This is, to me, I mean, I remember us talking about doing this, and it's definitely like, hey, we're actually doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was weird because, like, originally when this idea came around, this idea was supposed to be a YouTube show.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think the name of it was going to be, like, Across the Board or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but also at the same time, when we originally thought about this, I was under the impression that it was going to be us, including Derek, on the show. But apparently Derek forgot that he said he was going to do that.
Oh, Derek.
I know, right? It's crazy. But he does great work from where he's at. So good for him. Because without him, this show would not be possible. Ish.
It's true.
That's right. We all give our 25%.
Damn right.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Shit. Joey,
Yes.
do you have a Follow Your Star recipient award tonight?
When I sat down at my computer, I was certain I had one in mind, but it has now left my mind. You know what I think I was going to do was, because it's Thanksgiving week, and because we're here at the end of season 2, I was going to award it to you, Travis, for your fearless leadership in getting this show going and in encouraging us to be doing new things all the time. And that's actually, I was thinking about giving it to you, but I hadn't talked to you about it beforehand. So
Funny thing.
now that you put me on the spot, I guess it's you. Yeah, you're the guy.
Well, thanks, man.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
Sorry I fumbled it and made it so giggly and silly, but
I know. No, that means a lot. I appreciate that. I mean, honestly, like I couldn't be here without you guys. So I'm honored. I'm honored to receive this award. I mean, this is something that. I mean, it's something that you created, based on like a quirky little phrase that you have.
that's true.
And I'm honored, and not only that, I mean, like it puts me on a list of great recipients that we have had since we started this.
It's true.
Yeah.
And you're one of the ones who are getting it for good reasons.
Yeah.
Unlike
Yeah,
Tim Cook, who, if you all will recall, got it for bad reasons.
Yeah. Well, no, it's awesome. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like we've had so many different recipients. I mean, like even the first time the first time you awarded somebody this, it was actually a twofer.
That's true. State
Yeah,
Street Steve and his rescuer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we gave it to Fear and Clint for being part of the 100th episode, and for being part of this show on numerous occasions.
That's true. That's true. They're some of our most featured guests, as we already said.
Yeah. I mean, it's an award that it doesn't. I mean, it don't go to just anybody. I mean, like they really need to fucking earn it. So the fact that you guys feel that I've earned this, I appreciate it.
Oh, definitely.
Even though listening to Geek Day Pod a couple weeks ago, where Clint thinks I talk too much, and we had a long talk about that when I was on this show last week. That fucker. But thanks, man. I appreciate
Yeah, no
that.
problem. No problem. I'm honored to be able to gift it to you.
Yeah, and then maybe that'll be one of the things that I do during our time off is actually get that section of the website up and running and presentable to people.
That would be good.
It would definitely be.
And
good.
I will be certain to comb through things.
Yeah, well, we'll work together on it. Being that you're the one that does have the list, and me being the one who, I'm here.
Right.
That's about it. That's all I can offer you right there. That's it. Oh shit. Yeah. We talked about Entropy. Let's talk about a couple of the other musical guests that we have on here, and by a couple of the others, I mean the only other two we had. F and Epic. We had them on in the first season. So
Yes.
the heavy metal band.
Yeah. What are they up to? They play often, don't they?
Oh, they play us. Oh my gosh. If they don't have a show every week, it's at least every other week. And they play up in Chicago. They play a lot of shows down here. I mean, it's like they said in our interview. They travel, and I think like they're playing at least every week. A lot of them are kind of like super shows. Like 3-4 bands are playing. Sometimes they play their own independent shows. And they're out there, and I want to say that they released a few new MP3s.
Nice.
Yeah, so their Facebook and everything's gonna be linked to the shout out that we're gonna do for them. So I'm super excited for that. And guys, listen, all the guests and stuff that we've had on, if you go to our website, thisfreakinshow.com, and you click on their links below, I mean, they'll take you to their websites and their Facebook pages, their social media pages and stuff like that. And when you get like Johnny Tryhard or F and Epic or probably one of my personal favorites, Leslie Tom.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been having a lot of fun following her career on Facebook lately.
Yeah.
Right.
Seems like she's been going all over the world and still rocking it at being a mom.
Oh yeah, and I mean she does a lot for like veterans and everything too. It's she's definitely one of those community type people. And it's one of those. It's humbling to meet people like that on this show.
Oh,
Absolutely.
definitely.
So I mean, and all of them. I mean, like I've never been a huge fan of heavy metal music, but I'll listen to F and Epic, and all three of these bands are completely different like song styles. But they all, they have something in common, and that's that they were a guest on this freaking show.
That's right.
We did that. We are their Kevin Bacon.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a show title right there.
We are your Kevin Bacon.
Writing that
You're
down.
Kevin Bacon. It's almost like I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh,
yeah.
Huckleberry.
Oh, geez. Who else do we have here on the list? Let's see here. We mentioned Geekcast Rye, Entropy, Graham, our Z-Pac expert. He needs to get back on the show. Geekcast Live, not only did we have Rye, but Base was on.
Oh, that's true.
We talked to him about Marvel, him and actually my buddy Joe.
I totally forgot about that.
It's crazy, like, when you, like, because when I was senior, if I did not put it on our website, thisfreakinshow.com, I would not remember, like, like the links and everything to all these guests, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot, but when you put them all into, like, a list and everything, I mean, Hilton, CJ Standall, Super Casey, Clint, You Again Web Series, Leslie Tom, Fear, Lisa from the Firepit Bar and Grill, one of the sponsors of the show, who had amazing breakfast, which, by the way, almost forgot to mention this. Firepit Bar and Grill is going to be open Thursday morning for breakfast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I am so upset.
And why is that, Joe?
I'm going to be on my way to Elkhart, Indiana for Thanksgiving.
That's unfortunate. I will be there for breakfast. Colin, I would love for you to join me if you'd like, because breakfast will be open and ran both in the bar and in the kitchen by my mother and Geekcast Joe's father.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's even
and
better. Oh, gosh, darn it. Oh. I haven't had my dad's breakfast in so long. Sorry, go ahead.
when you think about it, Peotone is kind of on the way to Elkhart.
No.
It would be, except for, like, we have to take 90.
What if, and this is just a suggestion, what if you guys could crash at my house Wednesday night and leave from there? We'll get you a little bit closer. The breakfast starts at 8 a.m.
I'll bring it up with the wife and see how that goes.
Right? I'm trying to find things here, because you got to admit, I mean, breakfast at Firepit. I mean, we had our first, like, on location recording from Firepit Bar and Grill.
Right? Oh, it was so good.
Plus, you would get to see your dad on Thanksgiving.
I know, which would be nice, because that's never happened in, like, 15 years.
And he's wearing an apron. You know he's gonna wear an apron,
That's true.
possibly a chef's hat.
Awesome.
I know, right? Plus, you
it's
could have
tempting.
you get Bloody Marys and mimosas, because I am going to enjoy Bloody Mary. That
I
my
gotta
mom
have
will
a
make.
mimosa.
Colin's gonna have a mimosa. It'll be amazing. I think the Z-Pac expert Graham is going to join me, which is also awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Chris Picker we had on the show, an MMA fighter,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
right? I mean, what other show do you have? You're gonna have a country music singer, a game designer, a comic book designer, and an MMA fighter on? Huh? It's nuts. We do it
And
all.
directors.
And directors. Yes. I mean, like, we cross so many platforms on this freaking show, and that's why it's called This Freaking Show.
That's right.
True.
It's amazing. Yeah. Who else we got there? Brian Lau. We mentioned him as comic book creator. M&K Productions. Creators, the movie creators from The Happening, or It's Happening. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Jay Sandlin.
Right?
We Make Movies. Jordan Trosh. Bob Sally. James Derman, the short story horror writer. And, of course, the most recent guest we had on was the podcast duo from Weirdings.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, it's just nuts thinking about, like, all these people that we have met. And, I mean, the biggest thing is meeting these podcasters to kind of, like, bounce ideas off of and see how they do things compared to how we do things and what we could do to kind of tweak it a little. I mean, like, not so much steal ideas, but I mean, I did steal a lot of stuff from Geekcast Live. I won't lie to you.
That's true.
I know.
That's fine.
I stole one of their hosts.
Yep.
I stole one of their small segments towards the end and just changed the word of it. So I guess it can't really be forgery.
In some ways, you just changed like 2 letters,
That's it. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
homophonically.
Homophonically.
Oh, Joe and his big words.
Yeah.
The one thing that is weird, and I've always been trying to work on, I've been trying to work on it for 2 years now, is that part where I say, I am travesty, and then you guys introduce yourselves. Because the problem is whenever I say, I am travesty, and alongside me as always, it sounds like GCR in my head every time I do it. Because he does the exact same thing. And I think because, like, I didn't realize I was doing that, like, same way he was doing it until, like, a couple episodes I was listening to. Where he's like, as always. And I was like, I need to change it. And I don't know the proper term yet. I don't know what that phrase is, but I'm going to get to it. Season 3, I promise you, the intro is going to be different. It's going to be amazing.
I for one, look forward to it.
Absolutely. Yes. Or it might be the same. I don't know yet.
Well, either way, I'm excited.
I know, right? Who knows? Maybe I'll take Clint's advice and I'll let Colin host a couple shows here and there.
Nope.
Colin, give it a shot. I want to hear a awkward Colin this freaking show intro.
I don't think I could do it.
I mean, it can't be worse than you plugging the show at the end of it.
Yeah, shut up.
We're gonna do it. Maybe we'll spice some things up and everything. I had one idea. Tell me what you guys think about this. Kind of like a travesty on tour kind of thing. I was thinking if I could figure, like a travesty on tour thing. I want to try doing 52 podcasts in 52 weeks, like guest starring on 52 different podcasts.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I know, right? I think
While still doing our podcast?
While still doing our podcast. It might be doable. I did 3 podcasts last Sunday.
That's true.
That's impressive.
It would be very impressive, right? I just got to figure out a way to do it. I mean, I want to do it. I want to be more on podcasts. Like, I wish I could go back on the Geekcast Live again, but I'm never off on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, because I've been trying to get back on your show since you guys' 100th episode. And what episode are you guys on now?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I know that February 7th of next year is our 200th.
February 2018?
Yep.
Next year? Gotcha. Nice. So, yeah. So it's been...
We're past 150.
Yeah. So it's been that long.
Yep.
But, I mean, and it's been awesome. Like, you know, I got to go on to a Geekcast Live. I think I was on your guys' show twice. I was on Geek Dig twice. Colin was able to get on Geek Dig. Joey and we were on Trivia Geeks.
That's true.
You know, and then all 3 of us were on that marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, that marathon. I totally forgot about that.
Right? I mean, and that was one of our episodes. We used that for an episode when we had a day off.
That was awesome.
Well, that was like 3 in the morning, wasn't it? Or just later at night?
Yeah, no, we definitely recorded at like 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, because then me and you went and stood out on the back porch while you smoked a cigarette.
Yeah, it was nice. Those were the days. But yeah, I mean, like, it was so weird. And then the conspiracy theory episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't work out.
Conspiracy theory episode?
Exactly. The strange YouTube video of a guy hitting 3 keys on a keyboard and staring at a camera. I mean, it's like, so many adventures.
Favorite songs of all time. John Cage's 333.
It's nuts how, it's nuts. I mean, like, it's like all mini adventures through our life.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like watching Cooper grow.
Well, you know what? We got to make sure we continue to do this.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm on board for the long haul. You guys are stuck with me like herpes, but award receiving herpes.
Yes.
Award receiving herpes.
That's right. That could also be a show name.
You can keep that show name.
An episode title. It could be an episode title. Yeah. It's been a good year. Anyways, what you guys? What's your plans for Thanksgiving? This is the week of Thanksgiving. We probably should talk about that a little bit. Plans for Thanksgiving. What we got?
I'm going over to Sam's house for it. So that's
Nice.
what I'm gonna do.
Nice. I'm headed to my wife's grandmother's house for Thanksgiving Day, and then probably sometime over the weekend I'll go visit my mom because my grandma needs help moving. So that's
Nice.
life.
Nice. Yes, I'll be down at my father's like I am every year,
Nice.
and I'll probably maybe go Black Friday shopping with my mom like I normally do, and then who knows? Hopefully, carry on the tradition of Cracker Barrel breakfast afterwards. Yeah.
Tasty.
Yeah, it'll be a good week. I think. Yeah, this is almost like a pretty good week overall. You know, we got the season finale here. We're recording. We got the shout outs that we're gonna do for all our guests, and I'm hoping that they hear these. I mean, I'm gonna tag everybody on all their shout outs, but hopefully they see them and we get a message back saying, "Hey, we'd love to be back on the show. Season 3, I'm there."
That'd be cool.
If you had to get, and like obviously, I don't want to turn it into a competition thing, and I don't want anyone to feel bad. If you had to think of one guest you would love to have come back in season 3, who would it be? You can't use the answer all of them. So if you could pick one guest that we could have back,
Oh, if we could have one guest back in season 3, Super Casey.
yeah, Super Casey would be a good one. What about you, Colin?
I'd like to see Leslie Tom back on.
Leslie Tom?
Yep.
How about you, Travis?
I think of everybody, I would definitely. I mean, the biggest one's you again. I mean, that's gonna be like the top one. But I wouldn't mind hearing back from Entropy.
Yeah.
Like the guys who gave us our theme song. I mean, who changed their band name and everything. I kind of want to know like where they've been at. Like I know they're still putting on shows, but yeah, Johnny Tryhard would be one that I would love to see back on here. But that's that's one of the biggest things. And maybe that's what we should dedicate season 3 to as kind of like a reunion of all our guests.
Absolutely.
Try to reach out to everyone. Kind of see like where it is. I mean. GCR hasn't been on since March of last year. I mean, like we should get him back. We get him back. I mean, he'll probably be one of the easiest ones we got, or Rob Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think season 3 is gonna be dedicated to bringing back all these guests. Kind of like a hey, what have you been up to kind of thing. I think it'll be good.
I think so too. I think that'd be good to see people again.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone, and like I said, even based on their social media, I think like everyone's always moving forward. But I mean, what's a better way than just looking at social media than actually hearing them on a podcast?
Absolutely.
So we're gonna get in touch with these. I mean, this is gonna happen after this week. After we get all our shout outs out to all of our amazing guests that we have had over the last 2 years. Season 3 will be. It'll be. I can't think of the perfect word, but I know it's there. Not a reunion, but another good word. Joey, what is it?
I really don't know.
Okay.
Reunion is
sure
the
it'll
word
come
that
to
I
me.
would use, but
Okay. So season 3 is a reunion of sorts. We got 24 guests here. We're gonna dedicate at least 24 episodes of next season to these guys right here, and girls, and groups. And podcasts. I mean, all of them, every single one of them. It's going to be epic. Colin, what are you freaking on this week?
I'm freaking on having such a good friend like our good friend Travesty. Because you know what? This guy got a group of us together yesterday for a second year of Friendsgiving, and it was great. Had a lot of fun, and I'm really thankful for that. Because we have a place that we could go. We had fun. We had delicious food. Got to hang out in his basement, play pool, have drinks, have fun. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Thanks, Colin. That hits me right in the feels there, buddy.
Joe, what about you? What do you thankful for? Freaking out.
I'm thankful for lots of things. I'm freaking on this week. The new season. Well, I shouldn't say the new season of The Punisher, as though there was an old season. But the Punisher season just dropped on Netflix, and I was watching a couple of episodes while I was doing homework today, and really good stuff. And I'm saying that as a guy who's not a huge Punisher fan, and I'm saying that as a guy who's not really into guns or gun violence. And great show. Really good. Highly recommend it.
He showed up in what show first?
Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil.
I believe. Yeah. And he nails it again. I really liked him in Daredevil, I have to admit. But with his own show, I wasn't sure how he'd be. And it's fine. It's really good. I really liked it a lot so far. But... yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. Is it an origin story?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope. So, although it does go into his background quite a bit in the first couple episodes, but it is not an origin story.
Yeah, it's not like the first episode is him losing his family. He's already lost in...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it takes place post Daredevil, so the world thinks he's dead. But... yeah, so it's good. I've really enjoyed it so far. Travis, how about you? What are you freaking on this week?
I'm actually freaking on a lot of things this week. I mean, there's such a plethora that's going on. You know, it's Thanksgiving week, so it's an opportunity to spend time with my family, which I'm really happy for and thankful for. I'm happy to go Black Friday shopping again, a tradition with my mom started a few years back to do some quick shopping and breakfast in the morning. Kind of like you, Punisher, I'm really excited for. I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to. I'll maybe watch 1 or 2 episodes this evening. We'll see how it goes. I'm freaking on the fact that I'm a Follow Your Star Award recipient. That truly feels like an honor for me. So I'm happy that I was chosen. And I started watching The Good Place, and I'm actually kind of liking it.
I've heard it's a really excellent show.
Yeah. What'd you say, Con? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I watched it all.
Right. It's I didn't think I would like it because I didn't know how like Ted Danson would do like in that character, but he does it pretty well. I mean, like yeah. I like Ted Danson. Is that Kirsten or Kristen Stewart? Kirsten? No,
it's Kirsten Dunst. Or no, it's
what's her name?
Shit, I forgot her name. Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. There we go. Yeah, Kristen Stewart. That's Twilight, right?
Stewart.
Yeah, that's Twilight, right? Shit.
Yeah, that's Twilight.
Yeah. So I mean, I like the show. It's pretty cool. I started watching it on Netflix and stuff like that. I got through a few episodes. So yeah, I'm freaking on that as well. So a lot of freaking on this week. A lot of things to be thankful for. Of course, I'm freaking on the list of guests that we've had, and I'm super excited to get a hold of them to kind of touch base with them, see how they're doing, and see if they'll be willing to come back on the show. So a lot of excitement, a lot of things to be thankful for this week and even this year. You guys want to say anything to our listeners before we sign off? Or
thank you all for being here and giving us the drive to do this.
Yeah, I'd say, thanks for listening. And, keep listening. Share us with your friends. Share us with your enemies. Spread the good word. That is our show. And
share us like a street corner hooker.
Wait with bated breath. Wait like widows waiting for their loved ones to come back from war. Or whatever.
Wait like widows waiting for their loved ones to come back from war.
Or whatever.
I knew what you were going for there, and I appreciate that.
Thanks. It went off the rails pretty quick. As per usual.
Oh, shit. But no, thanks to everyone who listens to the show. Thank you so much for Firepit Bar and Grill for being a sponsor of the show for the last 2 seasons. Thank you again for We Are Dappertized for being a new sponsor coming in season 2. Thank you to Geekcast Joe for getting the sponsor plug right finally after a month. Thank you to our guests who have come on. Thank you to Fear and Clint for being kind of mentors and motivators for us to become better podcasters. Thank you again to Entropy or Johnny Tryhard for creating a theme song for us. Thank you to Derek for being part of the show and being our I forgot what title did he give himself? Production editor. So thank you again for that. And all those guys out there, if you're not followers of the show yet, but you are listening to us and you want to know what social media you can find us on, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and all that good stuff. On top of that, hey, Joe.
Yes.
Every week, our listeners can catch Geekcast Show here on this freaking show. But if 1 hour a week of Geekcast Show just isn't enough and they need to get so much more, where can they go?
If you need more Geekcast Joe, you can head over to the Geekcast Live podcast at gcl.ninja. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Excellent. As always, I am Travesty.
Awkward College.
And I'm Geekcast Joe.
And thank you for listening to season 2 of this freaking show. I'm out.